Northwestern has long been known for its emphasis on collaboration, for thinking of new approaches to interdisciplinary education. But get this, 4 schools are now combining their students, faculty, and expertise into a single course, all about creating inventions for the biomedical industry. The program, now in its 2nd year, is getting a lot of buzz, especially from students hoping to become the entrepreneurs of the future.
Introducing the new suite of innovative, ergonomic surgical tools. Modern surgical tools have finally caught up with modern medicine. Onyx Instruments, bringing innovation and design to surgical instruments.
It's the final presentation. The Onyx team opens with an impressive video and gets big applause.
Presenting Onyx Instruments, a design firm focused on innovative and ergonomic solutions for the next generation of surgical instruments.
In this lecture hall, a gathering of 4 different schools at Northwestern. No doubt, this moment means more than the introduction of a new business. Because the students, faculty, and advisors are all taking in what is transparent, that this class, this idea, this collaboration is working.
I think what the students experienced tonight was above and beyond what they expected in terms of their ability to deliver a compelling presentation. Our advisors, giving them a standing ovation at the end really says something about what they felt, because these are people who hear business plans weekly.
This is NUvention. That's NUvention, an overall title for academic collaboration and invention at Northwestern. NUvention was an idea born not by administrators, not by faculty, but by students, one in particular, the guy with the long name, Swaminathan Nanishamuga.
And you can just call me Swami.
In 2006, Swami, then a 3rd-year medical student, had an idea for bringing 4 schools, medicine, business, engineering, and law, together toward a common purpose.
At that time, I still had a very strong passion for developing medical devices, innovating new medical technology, and I felt that at the university we didn't really have the infrastructure that we needed in order to support that kind of, development.
And he was very interested in developing a program that allowed students to sort of work with surgeons, figure out what problems they had that weren't resolved, and try to figure out solutions for them. And beyond that, try to figure out whether or not you can even build a business around what those potential solutions were.
Before I got to the deans, actually, I went to students. And I went and I talked to a bunch of, engineering undergraduate and graduate Kellogg students and sort of said, hey, why don't we try to get this course going?
We went to as many professors as we could find in as short of a time as possible. So over a period of actually about 6 months, we went to everyone we could imagine, every professor, every dean, to try and sell the idea.
It was one of those things where everybody said that it wouldn't be possible for such and such a reason, but none of those reasons to me seemed like they were absolute deal breakers. They just seemed like, to me, there were problems that needed to be solved.
Initially, everyone said, great idea, but I'm really busy, it's going to cost too much money, let me know, when you talk to the next guy. And he did talk to the next guy, and eventually this all gelled together, and then it took on a life of its own.
And this was new, this was different, it was a challenge. And the faculty team that got brought together to do this is a very talented, very experienced group of folks, and they don't take no for an answer, they really don't.
The idea of NUvention quickly became a reality. 4 schools, the Feinberg School of Medicine, the McCormick School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, the Kellogg School of Management, and the Northwestern University School of Law came together. In just a year, the 4 would unite to create a 2-quarter, 6-month class, formerly called NUvention Medical Innovation.
At that time, we were so concerned that we weren't going to have anybody sign up, and then suddenly we have 80 kids, and so we didn't say no to anybody. We just had big teams.
Closer to 88. They would be divided into 11 teams of 8 students, 2 from every school on every team. It would start with all the team members spending several weeks in surgery, observing, looking for a better way to practice medicine.
What a lot of docs do, they'll do workarounds, especially surgeons. This doesn't work, but they'll just do a bit of this and a bit of that, and it's okay. But why do you have to do workarounds? Why don't you have something that works well in the first place? And so we are trying to train a generation of people to raise these sorts of questions, so it doesn't have to be like that.
the aspect of having students go in and actually see what the problems are and try to develop solutions to those actual problems that they've witnessed with their own eyes.
Having fresh eyes in the OR suite is critical. They ask questions that in many cases, those people who are there every day accept as a given.
Do they ever need to talk to each other?
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah. We want them to. It's a big issue. Suddenly
From this immersion, the challenge was to come up with a list of 50 needs, 50 possible ideas for a product or company.
Some blood. They may have to get some blood.
Krista Arola is a McCormick engineering student on a NUvention orthopedic team.
We had 50, 60 ideas on the table, and what it really came down to is what can we make well and convince people is useful in the marketplace. So what we noticed when we did observations in a physical therapy clinic was that patients who had weight-bearing prescriptions, basically they could only put 30 pounds on their injured leg, had a lot of trouble doing this well.
In a prototype lab, teams consult with faculty advisors about the feasibility of the devices they want to make and market.
Is this something that the patient will wear over time?
They would wear it on a regular basis.
As ideas form, students prepare an initial presentation.
We're hoping that we can come up with an idea that's going to be marketable and that we're going to be able to sell off into the market. So it's our ultimate goal, and so there's a lot riding on tonight.
That's going to lead to $700,000.
Lauren Hood from Northwestern School of Law is on the NUvention urology team. She's pitching a product to a panel of faculty and leaders in the biomedical industry, a product that can make urology procedures more efficient.
The surgeons are the people that we're primarily going to be targeting because they're the people that need to believe in this product.
As you can see, basic retractors have not changed much since the 1800s. This is where Onyx comes in, to fill the market need for premium surgical instruments.
Months before the Onyx team was ready to make a final pitch, they had to figure out what they wanted to do. Their first idea, a device that would help orthopedic surgeons remove hip and knee implants.
It was too technically complex for the course that the course of time that we had. We were looking at a 6-month window for the class, and this was, these are products that take years to develop.
We weighed the pros and cons of both ideas, and we determined that with creating a design firm focused on the innovative surgical instruments, that was going to allow us to do more and learn more throughout the class.
We found, especially through consultation with practicing physicians who have similar companies, who have designed devices of their own, we brought the idea to them of this ergonomic design company, and they absolutely loved the idea.
The idea? To take basic surgical tools, such as a scalpel and a retractor, and make them easier to hold, easier to use.
The real beauty behind, the idea that we came up with is the simplicity. We kind of took a step back from our grander ideas of creating something more technically, complex, and really thought that simple was the key to our success.
Onyx would like to introduce today our first suite of products. The Shark, an ergonomic scalpel with a focus on control and precision, and the Raptor, an ergonomic retractor with interchangeable hand.
The innovations were these: to add finger rest to a black-coated scalpel.
We created a product that has a more comfortable feel, a non-slip grip, and it's really more ergonomic and more an extension of the surgeon himself or herself.
And to redesign a retractor.
We recognized the need to have a variety of orientations of the handle with respect to the head. And so we would design for this with a rotational joint.
The thing that was really striking to me out of this is being a doctor many years away from med school is a fresh set of eyes.
Very well presented, so whoever did the marketing, see you later.
In the lightness, an underlying seriousness, an understanding that these students are trying to build real businesses.
Great point. It's a matter of getting us to the proof of concept, getting us to, for these companies to understand that this is a profitable venture.
And that the institution is sending a message about its ability to create ideas.
We want if a big pharma or a device company wants something, we want them to think about Northwestern. If you've got an idea or you want to test something or you want to find a researcher, call Northwestern. They do this sort of stuff. That'd be really good. So let's try them.
Whatever challenges lie ahead, the beginning of NUvention has felt like a major victory for the students who sparked the idea and the faculty who put it into motion.
This class, grades left the scope of importance in this class, I think, 3 months ago. This really came about being able to prove to yourself as a student that you can build a business based on a need that you helped develop.
What we presented today is just the beginning of realizing the potential of our market opportunity. Because here at Onyx, we're bringing innovation and design to surgical instruments. Thank you.